Okay, Rabbi Yisai, Shalom Aleichem. I want to share with you an idea that I came across that you guys all know. This is like really, really push it, but I think it opens the mind a little bit. Imagine I told you that you did the worst avera in the world. You'd be like, I know. No, obviously, chas v'shalom. Imagine I would tell you your avera caused the world to go chaotic. You were the one who literally destroyed everything. Imagine I told you that. Right? You'd feel like, oh my gosh, Hashem will never forgive me. I mean, even now, with my small averis and all my small struggles, I have a very hard time, getting up. All my regret and all my anger and my depression, Hashem probably really doesn't like me. You know what I'm saying? But forget about, like, if it was the worst avera ever, imagine I would tell you that. So, I just want to share with you something in Parshas Bereshis. There was something called the Eitz Hadas. This is like when the world was perfect and everything was going so well. And like Chava gets there, the snake comes over and he's like, hey, lady, is it true that God said you can't eat anything here? Like a totally ridiculous statement, by the way, which is a huge lesson also. Sometimes all the Yitzhak has to do, it could be the most ridiculous thing, but he just starts a conversation with you. Agav, keep that in mind. Sometimes like, just check up his manim in Russia, you know what I'm saying? And then eventually you'll get to where I want you to get. It's like a very dumb thing, it seems. Like, oh, you're not allowed to eat anything here? And Chava's like, no, of course you could. There's just one that you can't eat or touch. And then she added those words. Okay. Chava comes, he's like, nah, you could do it. God just doesn't want you to be a god. Bekitzer Chava eats some Eitz Hadas, gives it to Adam, Adam eats some Eitz Hadas. So you have this couple over here that just did the only thing God told them not to do. They realized that they were naked, so they hid when they heard Hashem coming. And the pasuk says, he said, where are you? Adam, Ayeka, where are you? And Adam's like, well, we were hiding. Like, why were you hiding? Because we're not dressed. Who told you you're not dressed? Did you eat from the Eitz Hadas? That's how the pasuk comes out. It's unbelievable. But Lamaisa, they did the Avera that literally destroyed the world. Now again, we're not judging, because obviously Adam was a huge person of Avera, but that's what they did. You would think, that's it. Done. Forget it. Scratch this. I should be Michael. I should forgive you. You just did the worst. You just created the world that we're living in now, and every single pain, suffering, and all. We would have, a few more hours, we would have stayed in Gan Eden forever. This is like the worst. This is worse than you've ever done. Ever. All of you put together. This is the worst. I mean, it seems. And what does the pasuk say, Rabbi Yisai? What does the pasuk say? The pasuk says, "Vayikra ha'adam shem ishtay Chava, ki hi hoisa im kol chai." And then it says, check it up yourself if you don't believe me. Perek Gimel, pasuk Chaf Aleph. After the worst avera was done, did you eat from the Eitz Hadas that I said not to eat from? Yep. Vayas Hashem Elokim la'adam uleishtay. Hashem himself made for the man and his wife, after the curses and the punishments, kasnas oyer vayalbishem. He made beautiful garments for them. Beautiful garments, and he clothed them. Yeah, Lamaisa, you are naked now, and now you see it. But you know what? I'm still your God, and I still love you, and I'm going to forgive you, and I'm going to actually make you clothing now. Could you imagine, Rabbi Yisai? Could you imagine this? The worst thing was just done. The world was just put in a place where we're going to have to go through everything that we're going through. And at the very end of this, HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, wait, I still love you. I still want you. Let me make you some Gucci. No, I'm kidding. This is godly. You know what I'm saying? I know Faragama is godly. Godly clothing. Kasnas oyer vayalbishem. What does this show you? This shows you that the things that we do, that we fall in, that we're not malicious, we're not angry at God, and we're like, Hashem, we fall, we slip. The Yitzhara is hard. Unfortunately, we have been exposed to things. Yes, okay. But Hashem's not giving up on us. If he's not giving up on over there, where it was literally the fundamental, huge, the Eitz Hadas, the first avera ever, the one thing I said not to do, that's what you did, and that's what's great. If Hashem after is forgave them and said, let me make you clothing because I love you, do you not think Hashem loves you too, even if you fell? Even if you fell a lot? I think so. So never give up on yourself. And realize that no matter how bad we fall, we don't try to fall. Of course not. We always try to do better and try to be strong and try to serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu and protect the Torah. But if it happens that we slip, we have to remember that Hashem loves us like a father. And a father will do anything for a child. Even after he burns down his house, he'll still buy him clothing if his clothing got burnt. He'll still sew him clothing if he knows how to sew. Because that's what a father does. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu is much more than a father. He's our father, he's our king, he's our shepherd, he's our rock, he's our everything. So never give up hope. Always remember that Hashem is waiting there and he loves you.